Howdy guys, it's onepumpwillie, and before we get into the reaction to the new Onryo changes, I just wanted to say that I was very emotional at the time, and while I do stand by what I said, it was a first impression, and my impression will most likely change during the PTB tomorrow with the gameplay. Bro, way to be way to beat around the bush. Just say what you feel. Just say what you feel. It's been interesting to see different playstyles emerge since then. You mean like using her power effectively? And you didn't like what you put in the game because you don't know your own game well enough? So now you're gonna change it. Because you didn't like what you put in your own game when somebody figured out how to use it effectively? You can just say that. Make the Onryo more terrifying than ever. Bullshit. She is more terrifying than ever right now, dude! She is terrifying! This is taking her way down the terrifying level. When you had a tape... Oh, you're not gonna... Okay. They want her power to be more interactive, and they don't want people to be on the ground as long, which is fine. I'm okay with that part. I'm okay with the fact that... Where is it? When a survivor carrying a cursed tape is hooked, all other survivors gain 1 stack of condemn and the tape is destroyed. Fantastic change. Fantastic change. This is good. This is good. Projection having a 15-second cooldown, not good. Restrictive. That's restricting the killer's power. That's going to make them not fun. You know what happened when you give Billy's chainsaw an overheat mechanic? He died. Nobody played him. You restrict the killer's power, they are dead. But look at Nurse and Blight and Spirit, the top 3 performing killers who don't have cooldowns per se. They have a cooldown, but it's like 3 seconds. It's like 3 seconds. If you want to add a cooldown, sure. Make it a 3-second cooldown, not 15 seconds of not being able to use your power? What is this overheat bullshit? Nah, fuck this. Nah, fuck this, dude. There are some good things in here. There are some cool things in here. Like different ways of building Condemn. Awesome. There should be multiple ways to build Condemn, so that there's not just the method of slugging. I completely agree. That's healthy for the game. That's healthy, but we also have to understand what's not healthy. These things... Getting hit with the basic attack while carrying a curse tape to apply Condemn. Awesome. Awesome. That's cool. We need more things in our add-ons that can also change how we build Condemn. That creates diversity. That gives players options on what they want to do. That gives them... that they can blossom. The Condemn can blossom. Their strategies and playstyles can be free and whimsical. But not if you add a projection cooldown. Not if you restrict her power. I mean, if you're going to restrict her, instead of restricting the killer power, if you're worried that because we're adding these effects in, if we're worried about adding these other effects in to build Condemn is going to be too strong, instead of punishing the killer itself and limiting the killer with a cooldown, create stronger counterplay for the survivors. So that if they are building too much Condemn, they can deal with it. Or they can avoid it. But they can't avoid it now. You can't avoid it. Projecting to a TV will just, hey, have some Condemn. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, back in the day, you had to be within 16 meters. So if you had the fucking awareness and skill as a survivor to know that Onryo was teleporting to the TV right next to you, you could do this thing called run the fuck away, which is what survivors do. They run. And you're telling me that that was too high skill cap to have a survivor run outside of the range of Condemn? So So now it's just gonna be watered down, and no matter what, when Onryo teleports, it's gonna build Condemn to everyone? How is that fair? Yo, Mac, thank you for the 10 gifted. But... Dude!
Willie!
This just does not reward... This just does not reward players.
Willie.
It just spits in the face of people who enjoy playing the game. Instead of... And you know what? If you're a casual player, that's fine. If you're a casual player, that's fine. But don't tell me that you...
Willie.
Don't tell me that you deserve to escape every single game if you're not putting in the effort to learn how to play the game. You can learn how to play the game. There are content creators that teach you how to play the game. They threw Onryo out with the well water on this one. It's not even, it's lower skill ceiling in general. And I hate this when they do this to my games. I hate this. They did this to my Shadow Priest in World of Warcraft. Something that's high skill cap and fun. You know, like, dude, I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm not just gonna play something if I can just press a button and win. Like, I like feeling like the effort and time I put into it, and that I am truly good at what I do. And who knows? Maybe it'll be better for DBD as a whole. But it's a sad day. It's like the Matrix. Like, was the Matrix good for humanity? Objectively, I mean, there's probably a lot less war and poverty and hunger. So yeah, that's great. Except everybody's got this shit on their head and they're just locked in. I'm a zombie. I don't care. Skill don't matter. As long as I escape where I can, I'm fine. Because how often are you going against the Condemn Onryo, dude? Why do you have to change it? How often are you going against Condemn Onryo? 1% of your games. Have you guys gone against the Condemn Onryo in the past month? Please, tell me, have you? You've never gone against it. Oh, wow. That sounds like something that needs to be changed. Max literally never has. Kazoo never has. Don't think you ever have. You've never gone against it. You've never. Oh, nice, Max. It's been a while. Never. Haven't seen a single one in the last 2 months. Never. Nah. No. Nope. Never. Cool. Cool. So that's what it is. It's a vendetta. It's a vendetta. So they're taking something that requires finesse and skill, and that's why people don't use it. Probably. I've seen. It's like a fucking beautiful songbird, and there's only a handful of them out in nature, and they just fucking made them extinct just so that there can be more canaries or pigeons. They see, oh, there aren't that many of these beautiful colored birds, so we're going to wipe them out, and we're gonna turn, and so everyone can be a fucking gray ass pigeon. I don't even care if it's a nerf or a buff. It could be a buff, it could be a nerf. I have to play it because words only mean so much. But it's obvious where these words are coming from. Regardless of if it's a buff or a nerf, it's their intention. It's their intention. And it's obvious what their intention is. It's not to make Onryo more terrifying than ever. It's to water down the gameplay and make it better for casuals. And people that have no idea what the fuck is happening. Yeah, you can screw over your teammate. If you pick up a tape, you get hooked, and then, oh, everyone else gets condemned. You might have been playing a perfectly okay game in solo queue, but little Jimmy picks up a tape, gets hooked, and now condemn is applied to you. So it's a win and it's a loss at the same time. It's a win and it's a loss. The power has changed. You have different ways of building condemn. Projection has a cooldown. They can take their tape to any TV. You don't build any passive condemn holding a tape. You know, I think this might be healthy for the game. I think it might be healthy for the game. The cooldown, man. The cooldown on the projection. Any TV. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it'll probably be healthy for the game. It might even be fun. It'll definitely be easier to condemn, I bet. It'll also be easier to counter it. It's just... It's like, I don't know. It's a bittersweet moment, I guess. They're just reducing this They're reducing the skill it takes to play as and against her, which is a bit saddening, even if it's going to be healthy for the character and DBD as a whole. It's a bittersweet moment, which is basically the same amount of time that it was before, 100 seconds. And that's only, and the 100 seconds was when Onryo teleported, meaning that she wanted to turn off that TV. Now, if a survivor wants to turn off a TV, which there's multiple survivors, so 4 survivors could do this all at the same time, turn off 4 TVs for 90 seconds. That's half of her TVs across the map. What do you do? What do you do? How do you defend things? Speed kills. That's why Nurse Blight and Spirit are at the top. Having the ability to teleport across the different TVs to pressure survivors splitting up on gens is the only thing that made this killer viable and strong. The chase buff isn't good enough to compensate, not by a long shot, dude. Nobody's stunning you. Nobody, like, in a pre-drop pallet. Now, if you could be manifested and walk through a pre-drop pallet, that would be cool. But nobody's stunning you when you're demanifested. It happened once in a blue moon. And only the really smart and skilled players understand that, you know, they can take that play because it's not a risk. Since you're demanifested, they can walk through you to the pallet to stun you. And also, so what if Onryo can't be stunned when demanifested? If you can't walk through the pallet, you're on the pallet, they walk through you, they drop the pallet on you, you don't get stunned, but it pushes you to one side, you're still demanifested, you have to manifest to hit them. If you get pushed to the same side that the survivor is when they drop the pallet on you, they vault it because you're demanifested and they don't get hit. So please tell me how this helps at all. This does literally nothing. This change right here does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, there's some good things in here. There's some good things in here. But I mean, let's just accept the fact they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. I'll say it one more time for the person in the back. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. It's obvious that they just like throw something on the wall and see what sticks. And they throw something on the wall. Oh, people don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, let's try it again. Throw something up there, see what sticks. So it's obvious that they don't know what they're doing, and they're doing their best. They're just trying to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. And they threw a lot of shit at the wall right here. They threw a lot of shit at the wall, and I hope some of it sticks. But I also think some of it shouldn't stick. And it's like, what a way to balance your game. What a way to balance your game when you want to do an add-on pass for Singularity, a really new killer, and you come in and you try and rework his add-ons, and you bug these add-ons when you're trying to change them, and you're trying to change Soma family photo so that the overclock duration is only decreased by 20%, yet it's bugged and is decreased by 80%, and you let this change go through into the game. Why are you making your game worse actively? You're trying to make these changes to fix your game, yeah? So why are you letting these bugs come into the game? Like when they did these add-on changes, it just messed it up. You know what? Maybe it's not a good indicator how heavily Behavior listens to their community, because that's an indication that they don't know what to think for themselves. You know, I used to think maybe it was a good idea, a good thing, that these devs listen to their community more than any other game that I'm aware of. But now I'm thinking it's a detriment. Now I'm thinking they're just looking to try and understand their own game. No more condemn only? What do you mean varying? This is forcing condemn only. This is making the entire killer revolving around condemn. This is gonna make so survivors have to do tapes way more often. This is watering down the skill gameplay, the element. The condemn only aspect was condemn only because not everybody's fucking smart enough to be able to play it or go against it. It was high skill cap, and now everybody is going to be fucking super. Play the clip from the fucking Incredibles where Syndrome is like, when everybody's super, nobody's super. That's what this shit is. That's what this shit is. If you didn't like Condemn Onryo, you're fucking definitely not gonna like it after this. 100%. Every 15 seconds a teleport's coming. No matter where the fuck you are in the map, you're getting a stack of Condemn. You could avoid it with skill. You could run outside of the 16 meters because her ass has to crawl through the fucking TV to apply the Condemn stack. Now guess what? You're gonna get fucking condemned no matter what the fuck you do. If somebody gets hooked, your ass is getting a stack. It takes all the skill out because people that don't have skill don't want to learn how to counter it. They complain, and now this is what you get. You don't like being condemned? Well, fucking shit luck for you, because you're getting condemned no matter what. You're getting condemned no matter what, but it's also gonna be easy as balls to get off. You can run to the TV right next to you. There's no skill. There's no skill. The better player, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna win. Anyone could win with this. This is the most bullshit, mind-boggling, easy, free, skill-less change that you could have. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Not the skilled player. Probably who just clicks the button more times. I don't know. It's not about decision making. It's not about positioning. It's about just fucking click the button. Oh, TV on. I take tape. Ho, ho, ho. I put tape. Good me. I click button. Oh, I'm not dead. I clicked one button. When I specifically went out of my way to understand how Onryo's power worked, and I spent the time and energy to learn how to play the strategy, and what's the word that I'm looking for? I made the strategy prevalent. I brought it to light. I showed how to play it at a high skill level, and now they're just spitting in my face. They said, no, I don't care that you put in those months, even almost a year. How long has Onryo been out? I feel like over a year. I put in so much time and dedication, increasing my skill cap, grinding, getting better and better and better and better. And what are they doing? Fucking knocking that Jenga tower down to the ground, watering everything fucking down, and all of that hard work and dedication, spit on. Just plug everyone into the matrix, and as long as everybody's happy and they're getting their human juices and their fluids introduced into their system, everybody can sit in their nice little pod. No complaints, no worries, because everyone's going to be in the matrix. There won't be anything to complain about. There will be no issues. There will be no skill issues. Everyone's going to be happy when they get their exclusive 5th year hats in a code that they could have earned 2 years ago, but since they weren't there and behavior wants to love everybody, you can put it in a code now. They take out flashlight saves out of lockers. You know how many skilled survivor mains were upset about that? Because it waters down the game. And do you know how much that impacted the game? Very minimally. 1% of people could do those locker saves. And did they progress the game? No. Their asses are sitting in lockers trying to save each other. They're not working on gens. They're just doing it so little fucking Donnie, who forgot to bring Lightborn, isn't going to get bullied. Yeah, I need a deep breath. I just hate it when games are watered down. That's the whole point of a game. That's the whole point of being a game designer, is to create something, is to create a game. Not tic-tac-toe. You know how many people are streaming tic-tac-toe right now? No one. You know how many people complain about the game balance of tic-tac-toe? No one. Because it's not an intricate game. Tic-tac-toe is watered down. It's a boring game. And I love games. I love the intricacies, and I love being able to display skill. Nobody cares about tic-tac-toe, but nobody's complaining about it. Yeah, perfectly balanced game, and that's the way that this is headed. Tic-tac-toe, where you... I put X here, you go O here. Oh. Okay, I put X here. Good game. Fun. Very skillful.